Hey you guys, this is Elliot coming to you from the Wartune test server, and we have a new patch. Patch 6.5 will be coming out in early March. For sure we'll get some more exact dates to you as we find out, but at least at the time of this recording, when I'm trying to get everything together and get you guys some good content in advance, I'm not totally sure about the dates. So look out on the blog, wartune.dollygames.com, and on our Facebook page and all that good stuff. Make sure you're up to date with the patch. We do have some preview pictures and everything, but this is going to be one of the first videos that I show of this patch, so I'm just not as up to date on everything. So just keep a lookout, plenty more to come. But we're going to start out with just something super straightforward that they added in. I'm not really sure, if it was that important or if it's that big of a deal, but it is a little something and it's pretty harmless. So it's called Guild Treasure. We obviously have a new tab here. Previously had these three. Nothing has changed in the territory from what I can tell. And I was looking around at the shops and I don't see any new items or anything like that in the advanced guild shop, but we do have this yellow crystal shop. So we have a new item that is only obtained through guild related things, unless they put it into maybe some spenders or whatever, but I don't really think that they will. It's not that valuable, it's not a big deal. So the one that seemed the most intriguing was this advanced mount training whip pack, and then I got a little excited thinking that there was like some new system with advanced mount training, because I know I'd heard in the Chinese version that they have some sort of advanced mount whips or some different mount whip system. We do not have that. This is just a bag of really overpriced, like, dumb exchange rate mount whips. So I hope by the time that this comes to the live servers, they've changed the price on this. They absolutely should. I hope they watch this video and find out, hey, that's a terrible way to price something. 30 mount whips should not be costing 1,000 of these yellow crystals when one Fate Stone or Tenacity Mark only costs 20. So this is somewhere where you can sort of update on, like fix up some of these Fate related items, maybe get some extra gold. I hope that they bring down the price of these whips because I really think they're overpriced. If they do bring down the price of these whips, or the exchange rate for these whips, this is probably the item that people are going to go for. Otherwise, I think this is more for folks that are more starting out. You can get some kyanite, you can get some gold. Maybe they'll put new stuff in here in the future, but I don't think this is a super big deal. It's just going to help you out with the Fate system a little bit. So yeah, I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting in here, but it's just some extra income on things that we're already familiar with. So there's our shop, and then in order to get these items, we have to go into the Guild Treasure tab, and so here you have three options, and they have timers on them, and they'll refresh. And at first you get one free dig, so you just pick one of these, and so why don't we go with the gold chest, and this has 20 of the yellow crystals. There are different qualities of these chests, so this one is, I think the lowest quality has only 10 of these crystals, and then the better one quality up is 20, and then I think it goes all the way up to orange quality and has 100 of these yellow crystals in them. And as the quality goes up, you also get more whips. Like it starts out at 5. This one has, these guys have 10. XP books, which is sort of just odd. They're almost completely worthless. Like, who needs 5,000 XP for anything? And luck stones. So really, what you're looking for here is well, okay, so some of these are gold chests, kyanite, there's also daru, so, whichever one of those currencies you want the most, I guess that's what you look at, and then also, whichever one has the most whips, and whichever one has the most yellow crystals, like, that's all you should care about. But the books and stuff is just a very odd addition. But yeah, again, I think this is an addition for sort of early players. People are sort of just making their way up. Established players where a few whips are not going to really impact their tune that much. This is just sort of a throwaway thing. One thing that does happen is, so in order to show all of this stuff, I did log on to another tune. I brought Martia over here into the guild that I'm in, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll show things on our tunes, and then I brought her over, and you haven't been in the guild for 24 hours, so she can't do anything here. So as somebody who, kicks myself a lot in order to move things into mail, or sometimes we switch guilds in order to make outlands a little bit easier on us, or better rewards, or whatever it might be, this is something you have to at least think about, maybe just try and finish your digs or whatever's going on here and then move, so that you don't lose all of your guild treasure stuff. Regardless, I don't think the rewards are enough where you're like, oh, you're gonna cry about it if you miss out on these things. So I don't think it's a huge deal, but it will make moving out of your guild, in and out of your guild, a little bit more of a hassle, or at least something to think about, an extra thing to think about. And so yeah, let's do one of these free digs. And so here, if we want to do extra digs, it's gonna cost Balins. I can try. Well, we'll check. Okay, so right now these are not the highest quality that you can get, and I think that you can do resets to get more of these. But let's just show one of them. And then here, once I go into my treasure, I can ask for help, and that will go into the guild chat. So here I've asked for help, and it will go into guild chat. And I don't think, yeah, so Martia can't do anything here. I don't have Cosmos online at the moment, so he can't get it. But if I did have somebody, fix this up, it'll show that there's a timer here and a countdown until I can collect this. And then once I can collect it, well, okay, in my treasures, you'll be able to collect it here. I'll show on some other tunes. And then if you help somebody else, so Cosmos did one of these digs, I helped him, and then I have to wait for that cooldown to happen, and then I can collect these rewards. So this one, he got a really good one, a gold chest. An orange gold chest. So this orange quality is the highest one, and it had 100 crystals in it. And when you help somebody, you can get 80% of the rewards that they from the chest that they picked. So Cosmos got 100 and like 10 of these Lex Stones, 100 XP books, 2 million gold, and 50 whips. And so I'm able to get 80% of each of those. So I'm going to go ahead and collect on those rewards. I mean, it's not bad, but, people aren't going to be running into orange chests all the time. You're mostly going to see green and blue, maybe the occasional purple. But here you get one free reset if you want to try for something better. In this case, we got more blue ones, and yeah, so just blue, green, blue, but we are seeing some Daru ones here. So yeah, I think it's gold, Daru, and Kyanite are the options for that sort of differing material. Everything else is just the same and dependent on what quality chest you have. Do I have another free reset? Okay, so we got 2 free resets. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And again, blue, green, green. I'm just going to do some of these, not only so that we, well, partly so that we can take pictures for the blog, and also just let you guys see what's going on. So generally, I would not suggest using Balins on this. These are not worth switching around for Balins or whatever it might be. But yeah, so just fool around. Oh, the price is going up, so I don't want to keep doing this for too long. When 10, 20, 50... Okay, it's probably capping out at 50. Trying to see if I can show you guys the purple and the orange ones. How did Cosmos get that other one? Okay, so the purple and the orange ones are clearly super rare. Am I gonna keep doing this? I mean, Cosmos mentioned to me that he spotted an orange one. I forget if he said how much it took in order to find one. Alright, so I think you guys, if this is any indication, like if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, maybe I'll do some extra digs and grab some whips or something, 1, I think that's a terrible idea. And 2, chances are you are not going to run into that good of a chest. So there's the purple one. I just want to make sure I get one orange one for the blog. So let's... Please give me an orange. Oh, a gem chest. Okay, like, so we're going to dig on that one. Oh, wow. Okay, so there are some that are pretty good. I think these are going to be super rare, but if you get them, don't leave your guild or anything. Make sure that you clear this one first, because you got a level 5 will crystal, we got a light resistance crystal, which is a little bit whatever, a level 5 HP diamond, a level 5 gem, and 80 of these yellow crystals. So I'm going to dig on this one and hope that somebody else comes around and helps me with that. But yeah, so okay, so that's interesting. So I'm just gonna keep going, see if we can get some orange ones. We got like another purple here, kyanite one. So the gem one is okay. So far we have kyanite, gold, daru, and gems. Wonder if there is anything else. Oh, that gem one, that's genuinely good. A level 5 will crystal, that is a non-trivial reward. That's clearly the best thing that was there, and that's very nice. So you at least want to take a peek at this. You know, it is crummy rewards for the most part. I mean, it's a little something, but nothing too crazy. I saw a 40 crystal one. But otherwise, just take a peek and look out for that gem one, which is fantastic. Obviously, you're not going to go through this much. You know, it is the test server. We have a ton of balance. There's another purple one, and we got an orange gem chest. Okay, so this is really good. Got a level 6 will crystal. We got a light resistance crystal. A level 6 light resistance crystal, so I guess they're just all going to be light in this case. And then a level 6 HP diamond, so that's for the kid gear. A level 6 gem for your own gear, if you still need this. And then 160 yellow crystals. So I was so for the gem chest, I think these crystals are more. This is the most that I've seen, I think. I know Cosmos mentioned the one with 100, and we saw in the help list that I got 80 crystals back. So wow, I think this is probably the best one that you can get. Of course, it took way too many refreshes to make it worthwhile. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get that one as well. So if I go into my treasure, I can keep on asking for help or whatever. Maybe I should do that. I think that might trigger it to go into other people's help list. And so even though there's nobody in my nobody around other than the tune that I have on. So eventually you can go into a help list. Anybody that's asking for help will be listed here. And so yeah, I will show that on other tunes. I actually have 4 tunes on at the moment. I would really prefer if people don't keep on asking me for test server tunes or how to get on the test server. Right now I'm just borrowing tunes out of people who got into the test servers through Elite Club. Alright, so at this point, I mean, that's about as good as it's gonna get. We have an orange, a purple, and a blue chest, and the green ones, I mean, we could, but the rewards are much worse. So I can't actually collect these unless somebody helps me. So I'm gonna ask Cosmos to come in and with both his tunes and do the help for these 2 chests, because I haven't received help. So that means this will disappear in 11 hours, and this one will disappear in 7 hours. So I hope Cosmos shows up. I'm not sure. I might actually lose this one, because we only have two people on our guild, and the other one is not going to be able to do anything for the next 24 hours, or a little less than that. So we'll see. But I'm hoping that I'll get these. That's still pretty nice. And yeah, so I think otherwise you just pick whatever's here. You know, pick a blue one if it shows up. If not, just choose a green or reset and try and get a blue. It's going to be so rare to get those purple and orange ones. Clearly, we haven't seen a ton of those. And I think it's even more rare to get a purple and orange one that are gem chests. So yeah, I wouldn't count on too much from here. But at least going through that, we know that there are some better rewards than I was expecting. Just to show you helping folks, I'm going to go on to Strife and Oogie's tune and go into Guild Treasure, and they're in a different guild with more people on this server. So they've already done their digs, And my treasure, so this is a countdown. Let's see here. So Oogie has gotten help from somebody. So in 3.5 hours, he's going to be able to collect on this. So it's definitely better if you have more people in your guild. Better chances that you're gonna get helps. And then once we go into the help list, okay, so Strife is asking for help on this one. You could speed up with Balin's. I'm not going to use Oogie's Balin's to speed up Strife's chest. He got a nice Kyanite one that was purple. And there's a whole bunch of people here. So I think all of these are being... Or maybe he doesn't have any... Oh, okay. So what happened is Oogie helped activate Strife's chest here, and I think you can probably only have one help attempt at a time is what's happening here. So if I go into Strife's tune, is he going to... Yeah, so here's his purple one that he has going. So Strife hasn't used his attempt to help, and so let's see here. So the best person to help here would be Spirit with this gold chest, and it has 16 of these crystals. So he's going to go ahead and activate, and in 5 hours he's going to be able to go ahead and collect that. The cooldowns are a little bit longer on these nicer chests, so if you pick one of those, you're just going to have to wait longer to pick another. I'm sure there's some sort of optimization here, but as you can see, there's a longer cooldown on this purple chest that Oogie's waiting on. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. It's not that complicated. I know I'm going on and on. But yeah, so just basically one dig, hope that somebody asks for help over here, comes and helps you over here, and then you can pick one person in your help list and activate theirs and wait to get 80% of the rewards from the chest that they've picked. So that's guild treasure and the yellow crystals and our shop again over here. So as far as this system goes, I don't think it's too fancy or that, earth-shattering. It's just going to be one of those things. If you get lucky and get one of those gem chests, you're going to pick it and hopefully get it, and that's great. But it's not something worth cashing for sure, and I don't think the other rewards are that great that you're going to be like, oh, this is a really big deal. But it's a little something. Plenty more to come. Much bigger changes in the game with other Sylph systems and new multiplayer dungeons and things like that. So keep a lookout. Follow us on the blog, Facebook, and on YouTube, and stay up to date with all the new Wartune content. Thanks for watching, you guys. Take care and have a very good day.